Hey guys, Dr. Dex here. For the first time in my career, I failed a final inspection. So we are back at our North Stadium Way residence in Tacoma to do some corrections so that we can get a final permit so I can get paid. All right, so let me grab my list. All right, so these are the things that I wasn't here for the inspection. Normally, I call for final inspection on our final day of the build. Even if we're not done with some of the stuff to code, the building inspector's like, they're smart. They realize, hey man, you're gonna finish this, I get it, signs me off. Well, I couldn't call for a final inspection because we had to wait for curved glass. We got our curved glass installed and then I had to call for final. But by the time that happened, I was no longer on this job. So I called for my final, left the paperwork here, and then I failed. So I note to you guys out there, all you builders, it's probably better to be on site when your inspector shows up. Even though it's a 4-hour window or longer, I'm just gonna sit here today until this guy shows up. So if there's, and I have my whole trailer here, so if there's any issue, any concern, any extra bracketry needed, anything else this guy wants, I'm on top of it. Sorry, we had to move due to other noises in the neighborhood. So here's my list of corrections. Pin piles need special inspection approval. So I called the engineer. Engineer watched our videos on Instagram and YouTube on how we installed the pin piles. He also knew the owner of the company and the entire team was here helping us install these. So he signed that off. They said we never called for a framing inspection. Well, the previous building inspector told me, I'll see you on final, you don't need the framing inspection. The new inspector said, well, it would have been nice to have a framing inspection. Well, you know, sorry. He's calling out some post-to-beam connections. The lower deck has them, the upper deck does not. The upper deck is so low to the ground, I didn't think it would need it. I got Andy under there doing some stuff right now, fixing some things. We had to raise a spot over here by the hot tub. Come over here. There's a spot that was lower than 30 inches for 2 feet on this deck. So we had to bring some cinder blocks in and raise that up so it's under 30 inches tall off the ground, okay? So now we're 21 inches instead of originally 36. So it's 6 inches too tall for 18 inches wide of the deck. So it wasn't gonna pass it because of that 18 inch wide by 36 inch tall. It was 6 inches too high. So my bad. Bad doctor, all right? And then he said he couldn't access the deck. Well, no, you can't access it from over there, but if you come over here, you can actually access and get views. And then we also cracked open this hot tub access panel for them so he can peek underneath here, make sure he can peek underneath the deck and make sure that all the joists are the proper spacing and that we didn't run anything over 16 inches on center. But if you kind of look through the deck board cracks, I can tell you right now I'm 14 inches on center, 14 and a half. So, cash money, and that's it. So we've already addressed a lot of that. We also had some scaffolding we had to take down that was sitting on the outside of the deck so that we could work on the deck and put up all the fascia and work on all the railing and all that. There's a couple other things. One of our glass panels was not lit properly because it was not low lead, so we're replacing that today, and I think that's about it. So that's what we're doing today.
What's up, Brodeo?
What up? Alright, so Andy's under the deck, a little filthy. That's what I do, get dirty. So we've got some short posts on the top of this concrete wall behind me. Most of them are 6 to 8 inches below, the deck's below 30 inches off the ground, but we're putting some positive metal connections, just like this, between the beam and those short little posts. I'm gonna do 2 on each one of them, 1 on each side, front and back. I'm gonna do that all the way down. And then that's the last little bit of metal bracketry we need for our positive connections. And then fix that one stair piece of glass, clean stuff up, and we're good to go.
Here, Phil, give me that, and I'll take it, and then you can get the other one. You got it. Away!
Just you know, like a milkshake.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna sit around here and do nothing until my building inspector shows up so I can get a final signed permit and get a final payment from my client. So while I'm doing that, you guys have a great day. But before you go, please click that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified every time we're putting out fresh content, click that bell icon as well. Thank you very much. Have a great day. I'm going to go enjoy some of this beautiful weather. Hope you do too. Have a good one.